talking.
Hi, everyone. This is Grandmaster Pascal Charbonneau. This morning, I have the pleasure of introducing someone I've known for quite a while, Elisabeth Paehtz. She will be playing Banter Blitz for hopefully a little bit more than 3 games. I think we have heard that she might continue for a little while longer, and then I'll do an interview after. Elisabeth, welcome to Chess 24, and good luck this morning.
Thank you. I will start the game now, right?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. So I got a German, actually, Patrick, but Patrick is, of course, like a white name. It's like John in English, so I don't know which Patrick is this going to be. And he's choosing my favorite system, which is a Torah defense. I recently actually met a DVD about this defense, so I'm quite well prepared in this setup. And he's choosing actually a line which, in my opinion, is not the best. Usually the best setup is to play with c5 instead, but this is not happening. So this line is, of course, possible as a typical kind of King's Indian stylish setup, but it's supposed to be not that great for black, actually, from the setup possibilities. So my time is good, not to run out, and let's see what he will do, because the thing is, like, if black plays c6, then there's, okay, g5 weakens, so white squares. Obviously, this is a plan to unpin the knight on f6, but yet it really weakens those squares, which are better not to be weakened. Let's clear the center in order to exploit that square a little bit stronger and change some pieces, because actually, do we need the bishop at all? Okay, unclear. I will give the bishop. I will not give the bishop. Hard to say. Let's give the bishop and play on the white squares. Why not? Get my knight to e3 and then jump into f5 when the moment comes. e5 is attacked. And yes, I mean, like, if you're interested in studying Torah, even with black, don't play with h6 g5. That's just my recommendation, because this setup is quite dubious and you have a long-term problem on the white squares. So now, obviously, he already has some issues to cope with, because there may be knight d5 in there. It's hard to say. And knight f5 not yet needed. I may try to recoup that knight, but let's first aim for some exchanges, because exchanging that 2 guys is very nice for me, because the white squares are getting just a lot weaker. So actually I missed the move g4, but he didn't do it, so it's good. He is playing in my favor, because exchanging those bishop on e6, he should have left the bishop on e6, because if I take, he can take back with a pawn, then he is securing the d5 and f5 square. But this way, of course, the white squares are even weaker, and he has to cope with that now, which is, in my opinion, not that easy, but obviously it's not yet that bad either. He's just positionally, objectively lost on the white squares. So the Torah system actually is the best system if you are tired of playing Greenfeld or playing King's Indian typical setups for white. You can always go like bishop g5, knight e2, c3, even e3 if you want, and you don't have to worry for a lifetime. So let's see what to do here, because it's time now to increase my advantage, even though I don't know how. Okay, maybe it's time to recoup that knight, because I don't need it on f3. I need it on e3. Maybe knight c2, and knight e3. And it's not a pre-move, better not to make any pre-move. That would be crucial. So yes, the idea is to go to c2, then to e3, then that knight would be a very nice supporter for that fellow on f5. So I can't complain. The opening went just very well, in my opinion. So nothing to worry about. Okay, he wants to exchange the rooks. I think this is not a bad choice by him. And okay, the thing is like that, okay, let's not exchange immediately. If he takes, I can take back with the queen. I secure that guy. I have at some point to play f3 actually, but not now. I'm afraid I make pre-moves and then they are counting. That would not be very clever, because after rook takes c3, f3 is not the move I want to play. So let's make a pre-move here. Okay, anyway, the pre-move issue is solved. So let's see, let's exchange one time. Let's go on the d file and be sure. Okay, changing queens is just very nice because my knight on f5 is still a kind of monster piece. And if he doesn't exchange, no, he exchanged, he shouldn't have exchanged in my opinion. Now the life will be very easy for me because I have a threat of knight c5, which is not convenient because it's very hard to, in my opinion, protect the guy on b7. But let's see. And now, I mean, what is he going to do, let's say, after knight d7? Now b6 is hanging. You can play b5, of course, but I will give it check, and then I will take on c6. And then maybe I can take also on b5. No, okay, he doesn't let me. I will take on a5. So I'm already a pawn up. Now he attacks that one. Okay, I go knight c5. Anyway, I want to return with my knights. And he doesn't have a tactical. I mean, I would like to play f3, but then this guy is hanging with a check. So let's go king f1, which is a bit safer. And let's take on a4. And let's now play my favorite move, f3, because anyway, I wanted to play f3. And let's go on the right squares, because that bishop then is not getting dangerous in any case. Back to my favorite square, well, f5. It's hard to say. Let's go to f5. I can put my other knight on a good square as well. Let's take the other knight to c4. And get my king into the game, because a lot of people forget that the king is a piece in the endgame. So let's just activate this little cutie. Okay, this was not so clever of mine because I allow this check, but it doesn't matter. I will now play b4 and there are no checks. I mean, he's right in fixing my pawn structure, but the thing is like he can't attack it. So this fixation of the pawn structure is also in some way not that clever. So, and I get with my king to c4 and I won. And now I have to go back to my challenge group. Oh, I wonder where that is. That's okay, okay. Okay, now, oh, where do I get back on my challenge group? I know this is a friends, this is a challenges. Okay, now we take someone, oh, Neureiser, also German. It seems like that I play a lot of Germans here, but why not? He seems a lot stronger with his rating, and he wants to play Taurus. No, he doesn't want to play Taurus. Clever move. He's avoiding my bishop f4, but you know, I also can be very clever. I play c3, and now I go bishop f4. So anyway, we're going to have the London, which is, by the way, my favorite system. And surprise, surprise, I also made a DVD about the London system, just because Toro and London, they all are kind of the same stuff. Obviously, in this setup, it would have been better to have c4 and knight c3, but okay, that's life. You cannot have it all. He's just copying my moves. That's a little bit worrisome. Let's see for how long he's going to do that. Now he has to obey and not copying my moves, because he cannot. At least that's what I claim he can't. He can't play g5. That would be a little bit too much. You know, he's not doing that. It would have been also surprising if he had done that, in my opinion. So anyway, I should play a little bit faster because that guy seems to be a bit tougher on me. Okay. Okay, I play with the king. It's not a problem. But obviously I didn't get any advantage in the opening, but that's life. Well, I mean, maybe I have a small edge because he can't develop the bishop as a g7 pawn. It's a bit hanging. No, I can maybe hope for something. Hard to say. He shouldn't allow me now to take on e4, I think, because structure-wise he may run a little bit shaky. Okay, my king is already fully developed and ready to go for an endgame. If he allows me to change the queens, of course, but he will sooner or later. But I'm not sure I want to. Maybe he will play king d7 now. That would be funny. I mean, it's objectively not even a bad move, to be honest. No, he takes. That helps, of course. Wonder how much it helps, but it should help. Even so, it's hard to break through. Can block everything with a6, but let's see if he's managing that. I mean, objectively, I don't have any advantage, but okay, bishop e7 was not good. He should play king d7 and bishop d6, in my opinion, but he can still do that, actually, so it's not like a huge difference. I cannot. Okay, let's prepare the move e4. e4 is good because we can hit a little bit on that guy. Why not? This is a weakness we have to aim for because this is the only weakness in this position. So let's try that. So, okay, he doesn't want to react. He's a clever boy. If I take, you take with something. I wonder with what you take, but you will take with something. Huh. Hard to say what to do, actually. Let's just double and see what's happening. Because doubling is increasing the pressure. And that's what my opponent needs. He needs pressure. So, okay, with rook e1, I should be a little bit careful not to meet a5 in a little bit unprepared way. Maybe I should go bishop c7 and bishop b6, just to have this bishop there. But then there's bishop d6, so I have to be a bit careful. Okay, he took a decision, fine. Now he wants to take himself and play e5, so okay, let's clear that Banter stuff. Let's play super positional. Okay, he took like this. I was almost expecting that. Yeah, it's not a bad choice, actually. Yeah, if we double... Okay, let's go bishop c7, just to see what he's up for. Okay, let's go here. It's not that great maybe to go there, because if you go there, that's bishop d6 coming, and actually I don't like it. Okay, let's go bishop f4. Let's pretend we made a good maneuver. Yeah, he should have taken first. So now the question arises, how good or how bad is our position? Let's see if he can play f5 and get some space. Of course, I mean, objectively, like without like lying to you guys, this position is nothing special, obviously. But, and here comes the but, I have some small advantage to aim for. Small, but cute. So let's play bishop d3 and get some stuff going on g6, maybe. Okay, that was sort of clear that he will do this sooner or later. He is really trying to close up that position, which is maybe not a bad choice in general, but, and here comes the but, I have advantage because the structure is all on him. I mean, all on the wrong side, but you need two weaknesses to win the game. And that's the thing which is a bit worrisome in some way. Can I play c4? Huh. I mean, let's play c4. This is a bit risky, but I can use the fact that he can't take. And has to, yeah, and now we take here, though we have now another weakness. And now we go on the c file. Oh, I think I made this brilliantly. I go on the c file immediately. And now, okay, let's take here first, just to be sure that there is nothing going on the wrong side, and get my rook into the game. Yes, you can do that. And now I will slowly attack your guys somehow. Actually, I should be a little bit faster now. I can see that. What kind of time control are we playing? I'm not sure. Should be a bit faster because it's time to be faster. And no, I cannot take because my rook would be misplaced. That's a bad sign. So I have to be a bit more careful. Yep, I go back. I have a lot of things to cope with. Let's go h4, h5, just to see, to get him a bit out of this position. And I think we play with increment, I'm not sure. Yep, and let's go here and establish ourselves on e5. So now actually I can take my first pawny pawn. Just have to think how I will take it. Probably like this. And now, yes, and I'm going back on the safe square. Yes, I understand that, what he wants. And we go to d3, because d3 is a very nice square in terms of attacking that guy. Okay, fine, got that. Let's go here. Yes, you can do that. You can, of course, do that. But now, oops, I blundered the pawn. That was not good. But the good part is it's not like a real blunder, because he went to the wrong square as well. Okay, so new game. I hope to find the challenger group. I know this is a friendship group. I still didn't get it. Oh, chess blitz. No, I'm scared of that. Let's play someone weaker. Let's get a rest psychologically. So he's not playing. Ah, he's playing. Fine. Sicilian. Let's play Sicilian. D3 is not very ambitious. So let's see what's coming here. It's not the most ambitious setup I've seen in my life, but you can of course do that. Yes, I mean, from the positional point of view, guys, you should not play like white because he has this kind of really weak guy now. So, I mean, I already said that this opening was not very ambitious, but yeah. Let's play prophylactically h6 because I want to play bishop e6 without worrying about knight g5. And just developing the pieces, it's actually quite easy to play. Yes, I know that he wants to attack, no problem. We are going to save that little pawny pawn. So this is not of any worries. Let's play knight b4 and see how he's coping with that fellow. Oh, bishop here, nice. And rook d8. Can I take on d3 or can I not? I think I can, because I can secure that guy after rook d1 with the c4 pawny pawn. So this is not happening to be crucial. And b2 is hanging. Okay, fine. He voluntarily gives me all his bishops. He really must believe in his horses. But I'm afraid these horses, until I blunder, are not of so much use. So, okay, now we have to think a bit how to continue playing. Let's go for some activity, or maybe not. There's rook e4. Okay, let's go for rook e8. Let's just change pieces when you are material up. That's what every coach is telling you. And here, actually, it's not such a bad choice. Yep. So this is possible. Okay. Yes, this is a good move. I have to admit that, but let's say I ignore it. And I secure my pawn a little bit. I'm getting closer to, yes, it's a check. I got that. And, he really believes on a kingside attack. Okay, I will let him disbelieve. But my queen is saving the planet because he will not get on my g6 pawn. I will play queen g5 in just, no, I will not play queen g5 anymore. It was one of my fantastic ideas, but it just doesn't work now. So I take on b2, I go back with my bishop just to grab an extra pawn, why not? And then I go back to g7 just to be sure that my bishop did the job. If he is not careful, I will also grab a4 pawn. Okay, he wants to change. Fine. Yes, I know that he's still dreaming of my pawn to be falling, but my pawn will never be falling, I'm afraid, because I will not allow that. Queen c3 is coming next. Okay, not anymore. Does his horsey horses threat anything? Nope. No, I will just take that guy and go on c6. Yes, I will go to c6. It's time to change one of these knights. They're becoming a little bit too jumpy. Well, getting them for free, I don't mind as well. Okay, now it's slowly time to finish this game because Asas are waiting. And it's a mate on g2. So I can't complain. That was a good game. Yep. Oh, it's even rated. Jesus Christ, I have to really be careful. Let's see who else is in the list to play. The Russian Beast. Who is a Russian Beast with 2,800? Holy smokes. Mikhail Palin. You're too strong, I'm afraid. Bilbas. Who's Bilbas? No, Bilbas I will take. Bilbas I will take. Let's take 2,900. Let's take my French friend Gildas. Bilbas. No, Gildas is his name. Okay, fine. If you play
Elisabeth,
a
lot of people in the chat. A lot of people in the chat are liking that you're using pawny pawn, horsey horse. Did you always do that, or is it a new?
It's a new feature. Huh? I'm introducing the new language. Yeah. He really wants to provoke me. I didn't follow the chat actually. I will not play f3. Maybe I should play f3. I mean, I understand this is very anti-positional, so guys, don't play like me at all. This is not what you should do. This is like self-improvised stuff. But it will be time for Hans 4 to move. No, Hans 4 is too early to move because g4 is hanging. It's a goal, but not now. Let's get first my d4 pawn into security before we will move Hans 4. Okay, long castle. And yes, he wants knight b4. Nope, I disagree. Okay, now it's time to slowly get sorted. Let's move with Hans 4. This pawn will go to h5, then take on g6, and he's very serious about what he's doing. My friend, my good friend Gildas. My very good friend Gildas is trying to steal a pawn. But I will not allow my good friend Gildas to steal my pawns. You can of course play h6, but then I will weaken you a bit, and e3 is a threat as well. So your horsey horse is in danger, buddy. A little bit in danger, but I'm sure that you will trick me because you're French. So this is unfortunately done by birth, to be tricked by a Frenchman. But let's see who's tricking who. Let's see who is tricking who. Let's see who's a real trickster, the French or the Germans. Okay, you're tricking first. I agree, I obey. So, and you still have a defense on Queen of 7. I missed that, but it doesn't matter. I will still go for this d6 check. And I will take here. Yes, and now, buddy, you have to like decide what to do with your king. Okay, you took a very crucial decision, which is maybe even good. Because also f5 is hanging. Oh, Jesus. So many problems to solve. I take here. Okay, calculation was never my strong part. Okay, I take here. You won. I play another move. Okay, hard to say what to do. Gildas, did you really trick me? Are you really that bad to trick a poor little German? Okay, let's give it a check. Can't be bad. Yes, fine. Got that. And now, okay, let's take here. It's time to take a pawn. Yes, the choice is white. I agree. There are so many choices of moves. Yes, you take my nice knighty knight, my horse. And yes, I know that actually, like, you also have to calculate something. Okay, you want to take the c7 pawn because you're scared. Admit that you're scared. Okay, can I take on d7 and play rook d8 check? Or will you just laugh at me if I do that? You might be laughing at me. Because, no, I can't do that. So let's go to f7. Yes, and I take on g6. I know that you will try to trick me because it's in your nature. You are a Frenchman. And my time is very bad. Gildas is playing too fast. Ah, those French. Those, actually, like, they're always so gentleman-like, but in reality, they can be quite cruel. At least chess-wise. Because Gildas is trying to trick me wherever he can. Oops, the bishop can also go on the other wing. That one I missed. Maybe I should talk less. That would help. But now I think I can't trick him anymore because he tricked me. Bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. He's not a gentleman at all. But yes. I was at some point +3. Can't be. No, this is the seconds. I would have been surprised if I was somewhere. But I think I was good somewhere. Somewhere earlier. Somewhere much earlier. But yes. Let's go e5. Okay, actually, I can resign. I will resign in a minute. In less than a minute, I promise. I'll just wait 3 more French moves before I understand it's time to obey. Why he doesn't want to give me that pawn just for Grant? Jesus. He's not a French gentleman at all. Yeah, I got it. That this one is hanging as well. And okay, I got it. But now I have to find the resignation button. Jesus. Where is the rest? There it is. It's not the bottom, it's even in my language. Yes, I'm very sure. Congrats, Gildas, for being not a French gentleman at all. Okay, let's see who's next on the list. So, Viva of the French, they are gentlemen, not always. Let's take chess blitz. Oh no, let's not take this kind of difficult people. Let's take someone who is enjoying to play. Oh, woman can never decide. Jesus Christ. I have to decide which name. Oh, I take Olaf. Olaf sounds, Olaf is too strong, but okay, now I take Olaf. Olaf is German, I can be sure. So, yes, it's hard to take decisions. It's not my best feature. So, Olaf is not there anymore. He's gone. He disappeared. Did Olaf disappear? No, Olaf is there. Why they are all afraid of my London? Ha ha! And I got the London. I played like this with black actually, but this is not the most. Yeah, the thing is like this Queen B6 stuff is fine, but and here comes the but. It's losing a tempo at some point. Maybe not now, but in general, it was supposed to lose a tempo with C5, but he didn't let me. Yeah, let's see what. Okay, let's make it in the most primitive manner. Let's see what he's doing against something on C7. I know this is a very cheap trick, but sometimes it's the easy, cheap stuff which is important. So his queen will give a check on A5. I would bet on that. Otherwise, if he doesn't do it, you see, like Olaf, it was time to think a little bit earlier and not when it's. Ooh, what did he do? He gave the check, yes. So do I change the queens or do I not change the queens? Well, I don't change the queens. That's knight b4. I will play knight e2. Knight b4 is a little bit, this horse will get a little bit too much for my position. Wow, he's getting super aggressive now. Okay, if I take with a pawn, he plays. Okay, let's take with a pawn. I don't care what he plays. He plays knight e4. I'm sure now that he will attack me, and this is becoming super crazy. But I'm ready to take that challenge for the super crazy stuff because I'm chaotic myself. So as messier as better. I take back here with that pawn. And I will play d6 if he lets me. I think he will play knight e4. Yeah, I would have done the same because all the other moves are not in his favor. The odds were anyway not in his favor, but yes, I will not change this knight because now I have knight c4 as a threat. And I'm securing my pawn on d5. That is my match winner. Dennis 5. Okay, now he's doing the same tricks as I do. Actually, I should have been careful about that, and I wasn't. Okay, fine. We have different solutions. The easiest solution is we just sacrifice the exchange because that knight is anyway annoying. Maybe we don't have. I have knight e3 coming. We don't even have to exchange to sacrifice at all. So we will just jump with the horse to e3, and then Olaf has a problem. And knight e3, and there's a check on b5. Not yet, but there will be. How much pawns I have up? Okay, counting was never my best feature. 3, 6, 8 against 6, not bad. Cannot complain about that. Okay, what do you think? Shall we get a little bit moody? Let's get moody and play Franz 5. Franz was always my favorite pawn and name, so that's why Franz 5 is doing the business, and this was the trick behind Franz 5. Because now I wonder what his king is going to do. I mean, he can play f6, but objectively, he's a tiny bit improved. and troubles. Yeah. Okay. So we have at least one more game I can play, and let's see who else do we have here. And I have to take a decision. I can't decide. I can't decide. Let's play. Okay, let's play like people like who don't have the chance that often to play. I mean, like weaker people don't have a chance. Okay, this is an excuse to have an easier goal. Let's go for Onam. I think he will be happy to play. So, anyway, I lost one game to a French. So forget about the fact that Frenchmen are gentlemen. This is just not true. You could see it. You got the proof. But it's fine. It's Gildas. He is forgiven for his badly victory over myself. Yes, that is a move I've seen before. According to my theoretical knowledge, what was the theory? This is terrible when you do a DVD about something and you forget your own theory. Bad news. Let's take here and play knight e4. Let's see what's happening. I'm sure this is not in my DVD book. But let's see. Because at least this is a little bit more tactical, so it's fun. And there's knight b5 again. And you could see from the last game, knight b5 was working perfectly. And maybe this is actually in my book. I mean, I won a similar game like this in the London, just not with a bishop on f5, but similar. And so taking on b2 is always a risk in some way. So the knight will jump to b5, and then I will go on Caesar7. So the knight on b5 is always a very much of a piece. You know, and the funny part is like here, there is a tactical trick of knight c4, and if you take, then there is knight c7 mate. It's a very funny trick. It's like in a different position. I had this kind of motive before. But he will probably play rook c8, and this trick is not working. Can I somehow trap the queen? The queen. Ah, long castle. Long castle, of course, I missed in my calculation. Well, I wasn't calculating, to be honest, but let's assume I missed it. Yes, I understand. I have to now think of how I will trap his queen. I'm not even sure I can trap his queen. It's terrible that I don't know how to trap his queen. Okay, let's develop pieces. Yeah, let's develop pieces. It's fine. Let's just develop pieces. It's not the best move, I'm sure, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I know that you are super aggressive. You can do that, of course. I blundered the pawn. Not good. Blundering is not very good, and I'm blundering too much. Okay, let's go bishop g3, and let's quickly castle. You can take on c5, it's fine. I think I'm blundering too much. He's very strong. Maybe I should complain. He's too strong. He's actually very strong. It's worrisome. He didn't blunder yet. Why is he so strong? Okay, maybe this is not the best move, but it's possible. Let's castle and somehow try to trap his queen. I don't know how, but somehow. But I can't see how I will trap his queen ever. My knight on b5 is not the best. Oh, I think he's listening to me because he doesn't want his queen to be trapped. It's obvious. Okay, let's go queen e1, and let's pretend we are still trapping his queen. Pretending is always a good way to succeed. Let's pretend that we are still up for trapping his queen. So the queen on e1. Okay, 3, 6, 7, 3, 6. Okay, guys, I know I'm worse, but, and here comes a but, it's life. So now I have to find a good way to continue the attack. Okay, let's get, no, I don't want to give another pawn. And it's not so easy. I'm not a fan of my position, to be honest. But there's nothing now I can do. Oh, my time is running as well. And this is all rated even. This is funny. Okay, let's first see where he will go with his queen. Because I want to play a4. Okay, he goes here, so I play a4. Good. At least I'm getting closer to my attacking plan, which is quite tricky. a4, a5, I have to push and get on a6. And maybe I can trick him with some tactics, which are still to come, but I have ideas. There are some tactical motives with knight d4. The horse should go to d4. Should take on d4. Maybe there's a check somewhere. Not yet, but it will come. And a5 is happening. Yes. Oh, he's opening voluntary. That is nice. Shall we take one time? No, we first go a5 and see what's happening before we take any crucial decisions. So, and now, buddy, you are pinned. Yes, you don't care, but I told you that you are pinned. Maybe it's not important that you were pinned, but you were pinned a little bit. And now, yes, now life is difficult, but he played a very good game for us, right? An impressive game, actually. He played impressively well. Up to a moment, he outplayed me. Okay, I will read. Okay, let's play just eating chess. I'm up to that. Okay, let's tease him a bit with these kind of moves, just to see. Yeah, I know. I will not give you my queenie queen, because I love my queen. I love my queen very much. And now my pieces are coming back into the game and your king is in danger. Voila. So now I think actually like I have to stop because someone is coming in 15 minutes to replace me with honor and probably better success.
All right, this is Pascal. Pascal again stepping in for the quick interview, 5-10 minutes, something like that. So, well, first of all, yeah, we've known each other a long time. How are you doing in this crisis period? How have things been for you?
Well, actually, like I see even some positive effects of the corona crisis, to be honest, because it's the first time since a long period I have time to rest, because I was playing crazily nonstop last year. So to have a rest now and to actually like explore myself on things I may have not been interested before is not so bad. So I understood I have a lot more hobbies than chess. And when you're playing nonstop as a professional, you may forget that life is not only chess.
So tell us more about that. I saw that you started streaming, but you're saying things outside of chess. So what have you been doing outside of chess that is a sort of a new hobby or a newfound passion or something?
Well, actually, like now I'm starting to train my voice on yodeling. I mean, like I always had a hobby as singing, but I know about the Austrian, South German, Swiss technique. It's called yodeling. It's like when you break your voice. And I already entered a course, and I hope this is going to happen because it's not clear. So I would like to not to become a yodeler, but to learn the techniques, because it's a South German Austrian tradition.
For the people in the chat that don't know what yodeling is, can you make an example? Or I mean, if you're not comfortable, that's okay. So not an example.
It's this kind of yola. It's like when you break the head voice with a stomach voice. And this is a technique which has to be trained. I mean, I know how to sing with a stomach voice. I know how to sing with a head voice. But in order to really like mix it in a quick way, you have to break it. And that is some technique which has to be trained. Yeah.
That's interesting. Did you do, I think they're at least in history, maybe not so much now, but some of the old world champions were also, known to be musicians. Did you play music when you were a kid?
I mean, actually, I've grown up in a quite musical family. Like my mom played the guitar and the piano, then my aunts played the guitars and the flute. So from my mom's side, they were quite talented with music, actually. So I got a basic education from childhood, and I always liked it. So now I'm into yodeling. So I'll see what this is going to bring me up in a few months.
Now, where in Germany do you live these days?
I'm currently in my parents' home, but I will move back to Berlin. I'm just waiting for a flat to be ready. So this is taking a few more months, I guess. And anyway, actually, that's why it's not even so bad that we don't have tournaments, because I have a lot of time to really like make all the paperwork to make the moving coming smoothly. So I don't have to see like, oh, I cannot on these days because I'm playing tournaments. Now I know I'm free, so I can really like plan this all without any calculations, to put it in chess terms.
Yeah, I guess, but as a chess professional, are you finding it stressful, like not knowing when there's tournaments, when it's possible to, get paid for league games and all this kind of stuff, or has it been okay for you?
Oh, well, actually, like, I believe the majority of my colleagues really worry about that, because, I mean, I believe especially girls, like, let's say around 2-3 to 2-450. I mean, these girls, I think they're suffering the most because they were like dependent on leagues and stuff like this, and maybe they didn't even have enough pupils like beforehand where they have some
Hmm.
secure income. So I mean, like in my case, I'm lucky in a lot of ways. First of all, like okay, I mean, I'm a little bit higher, so I mean, like I'm rather like able to really like participate in these events which currently are running. Plus, my dad is a trainer, so I take over some of his pupils. Plus, now I'm starting this streaming stuff, so I'm starting even to produce some um, clips for chess.com on the German platform. So I mean, I'm lucky, but I think the majority of my colleagues, like between 2-3 and 2-450, they are not so lucky. And I believe there should be something done for those to help them, because in my opinion, now these kind of group, especially also with guys around 2-5, 2-4, 2-5, 2-6, 2-650, it's similar to them. So I believe something should be done for them to help, because they actually are in need the most, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, at least this Steinitz Memorial is something. The prizes are quite decent. Do you like this time control? I mean, it's 3-2, a little bit of an increment. Do you like playing with increment online, or?
No, it should be with increment, because I'm so slow with a mouse, and without the increment, it will not end up in a very good way. So I think it should always be with increment, because I mean, I mean, you can slip with a mouse. Okay, this can happen anyway. This is always a risk. So online chess is not quite the same like human chess or live chess, because you're depending on a lot of technical devices. And I already experienced it in one tournament. The server broke, and then the server was basically breaking my connection, and I forfeited, and I lost like the first place basically. And these kind of technical things you are not secured with, and this can always happen even if it's not your fault.
How about do you prepare a little bit for Blitz tournaments? Like you have a tournament that has decent prizes. Do you think of what openings you're going to play for Blitz games? I know openings matter a little bit less, but how do you feel about preparation?
Well, actually, like since there are a lot of online events now, I'm almost playing every week. I think I'm already like quite good prepared. I just decided that I should play in one particular place, because I have been playing all these tournaments in three places: my parents' home, my one friend's home, and my other friend's home. And this other friend's home, whenever I played there, I played very good. So for the Steinitz Memorial, I will just go to Berlin tomorrow just to be in his home and to play in his home this tournament,
So
because
it's not, how far is it?
I mean, like, anyway, I have to go back to Berlin tomorrow, but
Okay.
it's like 1.5 hours by train. So I go in the morning. So I will reach in time, unless some miracle is happening. I hope not,
No,
but I
no.
think I should reach in time.
So it's a little, are you a little bit superstitious? Some players have like when Fabiano was playing in the, well, some players like to wear, the same shirt different days. Are you a little bit superstitious?
Not about my clothes for sure, because I believe that if you're wearing the same clothes all the time, they might become a little bit smelly. I don't know. I mean, I'm maybe superstitious in a way. Okay, now with a place, I mean, I apparently play the best in his place, but it could also be connected that I'm feeling very good in the chair and the mouse, and actually like
Yeah.
everything worked out well there. But if I'm superstitious, maybe with a pen, but nowadays you cannot even take your pen in FIDE events. So that's
Yeah.
also out. So I decided better not to be even superstitious and to think in this direction. You might just worry them.
No, that sounds good. Well, thanks a lot for the interview, and wish you good luck. And hopefully we'll see you again on Chess 24, after the Steinitz, maybe do more Banter Blitz or some other stuff here.
Yes, actually, I've been doing this before and I enjoy it. I like Banter Blitzes in general. So,
Yeah, I think it was a little bit before my time, but hopefully we'll bring you back now.
all right. Thanks a lot and have a nice morning for you.
Yes, an afternoon for most of the European viewers.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you.